What's good, YouTube? We are back. The music's too loud. We're in the garage, OEM&x garage, and in today's episode, I'm going to be tackling this small little piece that ruined my whole driving experience. Vacuum leaks in the 997. Ugh. So, after I did the starter and the cable and all that fun stuff, I later realized that this here hose was cracked. I don't know if you can kind of see it there, and then down here, cracked and burnt through the little sleeve. So it looks like it might have been repaired. Maybe they put some like heat shrink on there or something like that. But it's cracked all in there. So I went ahead and got the replacement from Pelican Parts. So it's the whole assembly here. And I'm going to go ahead and replace that now. Wouldn't it be great if you can just plop it in there, but it's never that fucking easy. So let me set things up. Essentially, I think the hardest part, well, not the hardest part, well, maybe the hardest part, I don't fucking know. There's a little, like, ring thing, some sort, that I have to get out of that. Yeah, so I gotta figure out how to kind of pry that open. I guess there's a little metal ring that pops off, and then I'm able to pull this out. So yeah, I'm gonna try to figure that out real quick. But yeah, that's what you're gonna see today in today's video. Hopefully this helps. So common symptoms, if you have like a very hard brake, so like you're pushing the brake down and it's like super stiff and not really engaging. That's a common thing. You can kind of hear it. You can hear the vacuum. I noticed it when I started the car, and then being that I have my valve system for the exhaust teed off of this vacuum hose. Once I noticed that wasn't working, that was a telltale that I had a vacuum leak. And I checked all the other hoses. I've taken this thing apart, I've gotten back to the starter so many times to try to figure out what was going on with this car. So I think that was the main culprit. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to sort this out now. We'll see. This is what it looks like. And that should be able to weasel this thing out. So let me. All right. So once you take that little piece off, it's the best thing to do is to look at the new one. If you look at the new one, you can see that it separates after that part, right? And on the housing here, you have to like push it in, like it's like a spring, so it goes in and out. So I think it's like either push it in, or I pushed it in with the with my flathead and it popped out. So I'm assuming once you latch it in, it pops back, and then you put the plastic thing to kind of keep it in place, or the metal thing. So that's kind of how that system works. So you essentially take your flathead and push it in and pull the old wide thing out. So that's that. Now I move over to the other side, which is essentially it's a clamp. So get some pliers and pop that off. And then it's held on by, I think it's, one clamp here. So you can pop that off. Let me get my, sure this thing is gonna need some convincing because it's been on here for a while. I might actually cut it just to get it off. I just cut it. That makes it a little bit easier because these things, all that heat, it just gets, Pick a new one. Give me a little bit more room here. Push that in. It gives you little markers so you know where to put the clamp down at. Right there. Clamp that down there. Put my hose back into this. We'll do that. All right. So push that back just to make sure I got. All right. So that's good. Now I'll put the air box back in for the 90th fucking time. first. Vacuum line here. It's like a funky little angle this thing has, but it's seated on there now. Tighten this bad boy down, and that's it. Boom, boom, out with the old, in with the new. Old here. Again, this looks fine, but that other part where they, they definitely tried to shrink wrap this thing. Whoever, I think someone might have tried to do it before, but yeah, because I'm pretty sure it cracked. Yeah, they definitely tried to do that. They definitely tried to shrink wrap that. But we're good. We're done. That's pretty much it. Highly recommend you do it if you have a higher mileage car. I bought my car with 99,000 miles on it. It has 105,000 miles on it now. So it was one of those things that needed to be done. And I think being that I was moving stuff around, pulling things in and out of this tight spot of an engine bay, you know, I probably just kind of irritated things, and you know, it happened. So I'm going to open up the garage, start it up. Should be good. I don't want to film it because I don't feel like it. I just want to show you guys how to change out your brake booster piping vacuum line. It's about $170. It's cheaper on Pelican Pelican parts than it is on FCP Euro, so I went with Pelican parts. So yeah, $170 something. Go ahead and replace the whole thing, and you should be good to go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Catch you guys on the next one. Keep running the numbers up. Like, comment, subscribe. We out. Peace.